Support for today's episode comes from Goli ACV Gummies. Goli ACV Gummies are made with vitamins B9 and B12 and other important nutrients that provide antioxidant support. They're simple and delicious. And as a Boonie Breakdown listener, you can receive an extra 10% off your purchase by using the code Boonie Breakdown. Details on how to purchase can be found in the show notes and on the BoonieBreakdown.com. Hey y'all, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to the Boonie Breakdown podcast, your source for all things responsible and ratchet. Welcome. I'm so pumped. This is episode 200 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. 200 fucking episodes. I cannot believe it, but we made it. We're here. It is wild to say out loud that we're at episode 200. And I could not think of any better guests for episode 200 than all of our faves. And so it's Sheikah, it's KG, and our problematic fave, Brian, in this episode. What was fun about this episode is that we recorded it live with our Patreon gang. And so there are some moments where we have interaction from our audience from the Patreon. And so we talk about women who make good money, think they're better than other women. You guys know where that topic came from. We asked, was KG the last of a dying breed? I had to take a pause for dramatic effect. Also, we do, it's just spicy. It's good. Stick around for the conversation. We also play a little game. You guys know I love interactivity. And so with our audience members, we did a little game of who's more likely to. So this is a good one. Stick around for the conversation with all of our faves. All right. My pick of the week. This one might be corny and I might be late to the game with it. I hope I'm not. But my pick of the week this week are smart outlets. Yes, you heard me right. Smart outlets. I moved and my space is a bit bigger. And y'all know I love a Christmas tree. A real Christmas tree. It's big. It's beautiful. I'm looking at it right now. But I was just like, I don't want to bend over and have to crawl. Especially people who have live trees. You guys know it. I already don't bend down to water the tree because I have this spout thing. So it's like you have to bend down under the tree and plug it in. So I got an electric smart outlet that plugs into your regular outlet that I plug the tree into and program that bitch up with Siri. So now I can be like, hey Siri, turn on the dining room outlet and it will turn on the Christmas tree. So I done bought packs. I want to know what else can I put on a smart outlet? Because I just want to tell Siri to turn all this stuff on. Now I will link to the one that I used. I got it on Amazon. They're very expensive. It was like a pack of 2 or 4 that it came with. They work with Alexa, Google, or Siri, depending on your device. But it's so great. You can set up in your smart hub for home for the Apple devices. You can set up whole little scenarios. So now I have it automated that at 5 o'clock, the Christmas tree comes on. It turns off. Welcome to the 21st century, motherfuckers. If I am late, sorry. If this is the first time you've heard of this too, could you imagine you could plug your coffee? I know some coffee makers have timers, but I'm just trying to think of all these things that you can do with smart outlets. And I feel like I need more because they're fucking fabulous. They're amazing. All right. So I'm going to link it in the show notes.
Housekeeping.
Come back later, please.
Housekeeping.
Not now.
All right, let's get right to the feedback from episode 199 where we celebrated your girl's birthday. And just like that, I'm 37. This message I received said, happy birthday. I've been listening to the pod for a year now and greatly appreciate this most recent episode. I can definitely use the things that you learned from your 36th year and apply them to the year ahead. Thank you for all that you do, all that you share with the world. Y'all had y'all girl wiping a few tears with y'all lovely messages. Someone else said, I just found your IG podcast a few months ago and have been hooked ever since. Thank you so much. So grateful the universe let you grace the planet with your presence. So if you did not listen to last week's episode, it's a quick one. It's 28 minutes. It's 3 lessons that I learned from last year that I'm trying to correct, move forward, make adjustments as we go into my year 36 and we move into 2022. So run that episode back. All right. Also, after this episode, there are 3 episodes left in season 10 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. That's right, 3 episodes. The last episode will air, I believe it's that second week in January. Yeah, second week in January is the last episode. We'll be back with all brand new episodes in February. So that is February 21st. February 21st, 2022. That is also, I think, the day after our 5th anniversary. I need to plan something now as I'm thinking about that. All right. So mark your calendars now for the new episodes. Patreon gang. Now, see, if you was already a member, if you was already with Vacheteer Gang over on Patreon, you could be watching this episode. You could have sat in with us when we recorded it like 2 weeks ago, but you're not. I don't know what you're waiting for, but you can head on over to patreon.com/the Boonie Breakdown. You can join our community for as low as $3 a month. I know I'm probably going to make some revamps to that platform, but right now, $3, $6, and $15 levels. If you're at that $15 level, you are a super ratchet as fuck ratcheteer. You get some merch every quarter. They get some nice perks over there. All right. And especially with 2022, as I'm going to start planning live shows again, you best believe Patreon gang will be getting more perks when it comes to the live shows. So head on over. We're really close. I wanted to end the year with 35 patrons over there. We're really close to that goal. So head on over for that $3 and support your girl. Also, I want to take this moment to thank again all the Ratcheteers. You guys bought merch on my birthday. You guys cashed at me. You shared to Insta story. You let all your friends know. I appreciate it so much. The support and use of your social capital to help me grow this baby is never underestimated. It is never overlooked. And I just always want to make sure you guys know how grateful and appreciative I am of you helping us grow here. All right. So thank you for all of what you do for us to keep growing and moving and helping me celebrate my birthday. I appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, you're here because Brian's here. You're here because KG put it in the group chat. You're here because Sheikah shared it on Twitter. Thank you for listening for the first time. Or your friend sent it to you. Thank you for listening for the first time. But I want to encourage you to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook and Twitter at The Boonie Breakdown. We're on Twitter just at Boonie Breakdown. You can share this episode. I respond to almost every single DM I receive on Instagram, at least. Instagram only. But you can put it in your Insta story. You can put it on your feed. You can tweet it. You can put it on Facebook. But we appreciate you so much for getting the word out about it. So I'm going to shut the fuck up and let's get ready to break it down. Hey guys, it's your girl Boonie, and I'm excited because we are actually kind of doing this live, air quotes. It is with our Patreon gang, and we're recording our 200th episode. So with us, well, to start out, we have Sheikah and the homie KG are here. At some point, our problematic fave, Brian, will jump on. But now we're going to talk shit about him.
Yeah.
Just because we fucking can. Brian?
Yeah. 5 minutes at most. At most. He might pop on.
In the almost 5 years I've been doing this podcast, Brian has never let me down. So I'm still going to have faith. I'm going to have faith that he shows up. I'm going to reshuffle this around off the dome, because he's needed for some of these topics.
Well,
I'm going to try not to curse him out.
She could do what you do. Kenny, just act like you're single for 40 minutes. All right. So, Ash, I'll make it right.
Okay. Listen, I am at home and I want to stay here. So, yeah,
that's why we love you too, because you're not problematic. And
I play it smart. Don't worry.
You're such a, I tell people this all the time, and I don't think if people don't listen to the podcast and they don't know you in real life, you're really like the last of a dying breed.
No.
You are.
I'm just me. And every once in a while, I think, maybe I want to try to get to heaven if you let me in. So, I try, but no, I'm not. I don't think a last of a dying breed. That's kind of harsh.
No, you are.
Yeah.
I have known you since 1995. There are not too many just really good stand-up guys left anymore.
Right. And me since 2002-ish.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're a dying breed, my friend.
I think there are people that I think there are men that are good dads, and
fuck
I don't,
niggas. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know a lot of them, but I would say that I don't think I'm the last of a dying breed. I think there are a lot of good, stable men that are out here that are doing okay.
I'm taking a poll.
You just don't see them.
No, people who have their cameras on. Thumbs up if you think Kitty's the last of a dying breed. It's a very small population of these men who live.
Just like me.
Almost everybody.
But no. Here's the thing. Just like me, most of us do not post about the things that we're doing. So there are a lot of us that are out there that are halfway decent human beings. They just may not share as much, so it's not as visible for people.
Can I tell you something? I'm going to read you guys. This is therapy. My therapist made me make a new Bumble profile. Okay. And I really haven't acted on it, but I just did it so I could say I did the homework. She can get off my ass. Right. I'm going to read you this, Kenny. I meant to send this to you in text, and then I realized I woke up this morning and I sent you the wrong screenshot. So sometimes Kenny doesn't respond to my shit, but it's okay.
Listen, you got time limit in which I'm sleep.
And Sheikah, you're going to relate to this. And for people on Patreon, this is real. I'm not making this up. This was someone's Bumble profile.
Is King?
Why is his name King?
I think he's fucking lying. The whole shit don't sound right. He's a CEO at Network Computer Systems. Okay. But it says, this is his bio on his profile.
Okay.
I must admit, a fat ass caught my attention, but never
CEO.
Never made me faithful. A pretty face got me to commit, but never changed me. It was that funny girl with a beautiful personality, $1 million smile, and a heart of gold who left me in tears, begging for a second chance. I never look at women the same. So what the fuck did you do that she walked like?
Does he want somebody?
This is who you want me to procreate with and have a niece. Sheikah knows my pain.
I vowed to go on dating sites again, and it's like, we had the event. My fucking love vision board is right here. I look at it every day, but I just cannot pull myself to get back on an app. I can't do it. It's a shit show every time. I've tried every single one of them, and I want to say over maybe the last 10 years.
You've done all the light work.
I feel like those apps are not mentally helpful. I can't imagine
it's not
that they are. And I can't imagine that they probably help 1% of people, and they probably mentally fuck up 99.
I'm sure.
Yeah. It's just one, that person either is not real or
you can't
there's no way somebody is going to post that expecting to get
what do you learn from that? I looked at it and read it, and I was just like, my nigga.
It's a lot of
I thought he was saying that he wanted a man. That's the way that I took it, because he was saying that everything about a woman, there was nothing positive.
It was terrible.
Well, Brian, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Hey, thank you. For, I don't know what I walked in on, but how y'all feeling?
Good. How are you?
Blessed and highly favored.
Of course you are. If you were to do
talk.
You try to be the number one promoter.
That's the crazy thing. I'm not even a promoter, but when people be like, "Oh, can you do this?" All right, cool. It's a little something. We'll see what happens. But
so I got to ask you a question now, since you hopped in the middle of this. If you created a dating if you created a dating profile, would you put your real shit on there, or would you semi catfish? You would use your real picture, but lie about everything else?
No, if I do it, I'm gonna be real, because if I did it, I'm really looking to make a match. I wouldn't even. I don't think I would ever in life do a dating profile.
That's what I was about
But
to ask you, because you're
yeah,
single. Well, you're not married right now, so I was like, I don't know any. I don't personally know any dudes that have ever joined one of these apps.
No, the thing is,
yeah. So
I've
if you
seen
do it,
niggas
I know I got a friend who did it. I got a friend who did it. I got a friend who did it, and he was like, I mean, did this shit like 5 years ago, right? And he was like, yo, if you ever like, I was like, this like right at that divorced or whatever. He was like, yo, you like ever want some pussy? Like you want to get a lot of pussy? Just get on eHarmony and like some of the other ones. And he was like, he had his search at like 100 miles, and he was like, he had chicks. He had chicks that was basically like flying in, driving 3 hours, and they basically was like professional women with like doctorate degrees, lawyers. They had like a lot of shit going for them. They just didn't have time. So by
are
him
women that desperate?
Is this Tinder?
His profile was very high himself. I mean, he got some letters and stuff behind his name. I'm not going to say like too much information, but he had like some letters and different things behind his name. So basically, like they would just share the same story, like, oh, I work so hard. Oh, I'm in a new city. This is how much I'm working. And he like, yo, these chicks be like fine as shit. He was like, but it's like they know off the top, like, let's get dinner, let's fuck. I go back to work, and I go back to, working 12 hours a day. So you got chicks in law firms, chicks who doctors, and they just don't get out. Attacked.
But it's like
they don't get out. So it's like because they don't get out, they jump on the little joint or whatever, and then that's how they meet people. I mean, it's not bad. He was like, it's easy as fuck, because he was like, they see his profile and all his shit add up, and then they like, oh wow, like you're a real dude. You're not no like corny.
But they don't request nothing afterwards. Like it's just like, all right.
I mean, a couple of them like wanted to like try to be in relationships and stuff, but with distance and stuff, he was able to kind of like keep everything at bay, and it was cool with just, hey, let's meet up this weekend, fuck, hang out, have a great time. It's good seeing you.
Very low key and light. What were you gonna say, Sheikah?
But I think that's why most men on dating apps, that is the outcome and that is the approach they take. Like it's supposed to be for dating, or they might say seeking relationships, but because we have made it so easy, because a lot of us are desperate, that is how it goes when you're on the app. I ain't never met, well, maybe one, but the nigga tried to rob me, so we'll get to that too.
Damn.
Legit. True story. True story.
When the nigga try to rob you?
While we were on vacation in Puerto Rico. But like,
he tried to rob
everybody's face right
now.
Like
hit my accounts. Yeah, like when we came back from Puerto Rico, I told
you swiped your card
into quarantine. No, there was Cash App advance attempts to him on my cards.
Everybody's face.
Fuck
now, how long? Oh, now,
we were dating for 6 months.
It was months.
Damn,
it wasn't like
the long game.
Yeah, yes. It wasn't like Sheikah was out here in 3 weeks in Puerto Rico and some nigga robbed her. Like,
and he.
I'm gonna take back what I just thought in my head. I'm gonna take back what I just thought.
No, you say it, because I feel like you want to fight. Say it.
No, because initially, before you said that y'all have been dating for 6 months. Mm-hmm. I thought it was just some nigga you just met and went to Puerto Rico with, because I kind of know how you. Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying. I didn't think it was that stupid, but I'm like, damn, your pussy was trash. This nigga like, fuck it, I'm a robber.
Pussy's fire. Don't ever get it confused.
Listen, don't ever.
I love when y'all do this to each other.
But this is the whole thing I always try to tell Sheikah. There's certain things you don't want to say. Don't tell a nigga your pussy is fire. You send a nigga the pussy.
Do my pussy is fire, because you're never gonna have it. Now, do I say my pussy is fire?
Because when the chick say her pussy is fire, I'm thinking she burning. That's not good. That's not a good analogy.
Well, you should say your pussy is dripping. Okay. It's not on fire. It's wet. It's moist. It's not on fire.
Yeah, but you don't want to be like, it's on fire, nigga. Did
I say on, or did I say it's fire?
It's fire.
We black. We
just saying pussy. Just saying pussy and then sending the fire emoji right after it, and we sexting, I'm done. I'm out.
I would never do that, but okay, have it. You can have that, but it's still what it is.
You're so absurd.
Brian. Your pussy so fire. Your pussy so fire, the nigga try to rob you and get away from it. But that's cool.
What does that have to do with my pussy? Obviously, my bank account was
because if it
Ooh,
Yeah, but
go on
he.
the bank
You
account.
think pussy?
If the pussy was so good, if the pussy was so good, he would have stayed. He'd have stayed. Listen, if the pussy was so good, he would have stayed for the pussy
A
and
baby ain't
finessed the
gonna
money.
keep
He would have finessed the money out of you.
But maybe he wasn't a finesser. Maybe he just really was a
He was just a
scammer.
true scammer.
He could have just been a scammer. I don't fucking know, and it doesn't really matter. But if a baby ain't gonna keep him, pussy for sure isn't. So that don't matter.
True. But I want you to vet niggas better if you had 6 months around this dude.
I mean, okay, so what other vetting would you do?
What would I have known? Like there were no, Adrian, you know. It was
I do know the story. That's not about to defend you. Like, I just don't know.
It was a shock.
Like, I feel
you know
like
anybody? Did you know anybody that knew him?
No.
See, that's what I'm talking
She
about.
met him
You
on
gotta do a
the
better job
app.
vetting.
So I should only deal with somebody who knows. Like, let's not play.
You got to get your research game up. It's a small ass world.
But see, in Maryland, you got Maryland case search. It's why I kind of am hesitant to date niggas in other places.
I did that.
Yeah, because I'm like, Maryland's case search is so much easier than other states. Other states, they be having the criminal and tort and all that shit is split up. On Maryland, you put that name in there and all that shit comes up.
Yeah. Some niggas are tricky. Like, it is what it is. Charges to the game. Like,
let you live. We cool. It's cool.
Have you ever robbed a bitch after getting pussy, Brian? You look like the type.
Fuck no. I ain't never had that. Listen, women used to just give me shit.
She took the gun thing a little too far.
That's what I'm saying, because you already told us you pulled out a gun on
That's the whole thing. I never had to steal or rob anything from a woman. Women just give me shit. Like since I was like in college, like women buy me clothes, shoes, give me money, like pay my car note, shit like that. Like I was told when I was in college, like, you don't have to work, nigga. Like, you don't got work.
Oh, that was the old lady who told you was acting like a little boy.
No, this was a young lady. This was a young lady in school. Like, I'm gonna pay your bills. Like, that's when I knew.
Never.
That's when I knew I was where I was. Like, that's when I was like, yo, you shortchanging yourself. You got bitches paying your bills, buying you fucking shit for you to go on interviews and taking care of you, giving you money to go shopping, giving you money to go spend when you at the club. Like, you gotta start knowing your worth a little bit more. And that's when I had to step my game up.
Okay.
I think I take back everything I said at the beginning of the podcast.
What are you taking back?
You know.
About who's out here?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Because here's the thing too. We have talked about this before, and I was having this conversation with somebody else, and someone said they feel like men nowadays don't really like women anymore. And not that they're not interested in women, but you generally just don't like women.
Because women goofy as fuck. So this is the problem. Like, a lot of women are so damaged.
Everybody's face.
Yo, because women so damaged and fucked up. Like, sometimes y'all don't even recognize when y'all got like a good nigga in front of y'all. Y'all so fucked up. And then it's like y'all been through so much fuck shit that you don't even know how to like allow a nigga to date you or like you. So it's like that'd be the part I seen, you know, being single, dating different women. Like, it's a lot of shit you let slide because you're not in the business of trying to coach people and get them back on track. But you be like, yo, these fucking women silly as shit. And then you see the shit some of your friends do running game on some of these women. That should just be too fucking easy. Like, that should be crazy.
Too. So like, I was
about to say, I'm gonna let Kenny go ahead.
No, go. I'm trying to absorb because I got some things. I got some.
I kind of feel like, okay, because it's like, what is this cycle? Because you always hear women say, and I'm a proponent of it, niggas ain't shit, these niggas is broken. And you're saying women are goofy.
That's what I was about to come to.
So it's like, where is everybody lost?
So like,
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so.
But like, don't two goofy niggas just need to get together and figure this shit out? Like, I mean,
but that's what be happening. That's what be happening. That's why this shit be so toxic and fucked up, because you got people playing off of each other's insecurities, and a lot of people ain't never really healed, and it's a lot of people that's broken and hurting other people that's hurt. So it's like,
so you saying more? Are you saying more dudes are healing more than ladies are? No. The dudes fucked up too. It's a lot of men that's fucked up, but at the end of the day, I feel like women are more likely to take on those fucked up projects, and then they kind of a little disappointed at the results at the end. But it'd be clear as day. Like I was having this conversation with a female. It's a lot of shit sometimes that y'all let slide in the beginning because y'all don't want to be a nagger
or looked at as being like the type of chick that's going to like mess it up for yourself. So certain shit you letting slide in the beginning that you should have addressed head on. And then now, a year, 2 years into the relationship, now you're trying to bring this shit up. But from the door, you let certain shit slide that you shouldn't have.
I don't disagree with that.
Somebody said, I hate when I agree with Brian in the chat.
I say that. because at the end of the day, like, they don't call me the love doctor for nothing. Like, I really be having
Lord.
I really be having good advice. I be having good advice. Like, I really be like,
I think like, you give good advice because you do have fuckboy tendencies.
Right.
So like, okay, let me give the advice because
I know
how
I dish it out too. Yeah.
At some point
in my life, too.
At some point in my life, this shit worked. And I'm just saying, it's a lot of niggas out here living a double, triple, quadruple life because of the fuck shit that women allow. And I'm not like at the end of the day, like when you got a whole wife or girlfriend, fiance, and then 3 other chicks that you deal with, and they all settle for that fucking little bit of time that you give them, and you see all the shit they do for a nigga, and he, talk to them on the phone and give everybody their time, take trips, it's just one of those things where you look at the chicks. I don't look at the nigga differently. I look at these women like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And these are women who like nice. Like, I'm not talking no bum bitches. I'm talking bitches that's like niggas would covet. Like, that's gonna be my next wife. That bitch bad. She got a great job. She's smart. She this and that. But they take anything fucking given to them. And that's how niggas live, because it's like women just be out here accepting any fucking thing. I don't know niggas that would allow women to do the shit that men do to them.
The tables have completely flipped. I will agree with that. And Rachel said memoirs from a retired fuckboy.
never was a fuckboy. Don't ever call me a fuckboy. I was never a fuckboy.
Now, sir,
that's a bad.
Sir, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to
let's define fuckboy. Let's define fuckboy if we're going to put that out there. Let's put that out there. What's a fuckboy?
Okay, this is where we'll take some audience participation. Rachel, I'm going to start with you.
Go ahead, Rachel. Jump in.
What is your definition of a fuckboy?
I'm sorry. I'm here. I had to find a button. I thought you were going to unmute me. I apologize. I don't know, a guy that's just always with the fuck shit, like doing just enough, saying just enough to keep you, coming back for a little bit more and then falling flat with whatever the half-assed promise it might have been. But he comes with good dick, probably a big dick. You might be able to laugh and joke and have a good time with him, but there's no follow through necessarily. And then there's probably a trail of other bitches someplace else.
That's not a fuckboy. That's
someone else probably can claim this person.
Yeah. So hold on that, Rachel. You said something at the beginning that I think you kind of basically just agreed with what Brian said.
Okay, elaborate.
Barely enough.
Yeah, doing just a little bit, and you allow
hanging around. If you allow it, that's not a fuckboy. That's you allowing fuck shit. So at the end of the day, like a fuckboy is a nigga who out here be lying.
So to me, wait a minute before you go. Before you go, Brian, Sheikah, and then I'm gonna go, and then Brian.
Yeah, that's not what that means. And it's also like a level of dishonesty, manipulation, love bombing, right. That type of shit. That is more so of it. Just because somebody allows it doesn't mean you have to do that. If you're not the fuck interested, don't be interested. But it's that game.
But what do you mean by like
yo-yoing?
For me, I think
like, what do you mean is a little bit? Like, what is like just doing a little bit?
So for me,
there's somebody that like, and me and Adrian have talked about it before. Like somebody will text you every day, but like not make a plan. It's not. And again, my opportunity to end it or not, but it's the fact that you do this behavior. Like, what is the point? I don't speak to people who I don't want to deal with. Period.
Okay.
So for me, like, I think a fuckboy is somebody who is intentionally misleading, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like if you're trying to, you're going to present one way to trap or get pussy or to make me think we want a relationship. And then you flip a switch and the game changed. Not somebody who's always been consistently giving you crumbs, right? I won't label him a fuckboy, but for somebody who is intentionally misleading, then I'm gonna put the fuckboy stamp on you.
And see, that's exactly my definition. And if you know me, you'll know that like one of my problems is I've always been too brutally honest. And that shit has always worked. Because if I meet a chick and tell her straight up front, like, I don't really want shit or I don't really want nothing from you, we can hang out, we can have fun, and we can kick it. They fuck with that. They fuck with the fact that you be upfront with them and honest with them. But then at the end, when they hurt, that's when maybe you the fuck boy, this and that. But like, just because I fucked you slow and kissed you in your mouth, I already laid it down. I don't want to be with you. I just like to fuck slow and kiss you. That don't make me a fuck boy because I fucked you good. Like, that shit don't, the definition is definitely somebody who misleading, telling you what you want to hear. I hate when niggas do that. Like, don't tell these bitches what they want to hear. Tell them what it is. I got a fucking family at home.
I think that's some weak nigga shit. If you have to lie and mislead,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's fuckboy shit to me. At the end of the day, like, I'm a type of nigga where if I was cheating, I'm like, look, that's my fucking wife at home. I'm going to post her. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to get the fuck out of your feelings or unfollow me. Because if you want to fuck with me, this is what it's going to be. And I'm going to see you or talk to you at this time and that time. And that's it. And it's chicks that be like, okay, I'm with it. I'm with the fuck shit until the shit goes bad for them. Like, I know chicks that'll do the shit for 3 years, 4 years, and then be talking about, oh, I got 4 years with this nigga. You got 4 years of what the fuck the nigga gave you. You wasn't never in no driver's seat. You was always in the back. You wasn't even in the passenger seat. But you will fuck with it until shit don't benefit you no more.
So,
would you say, Sheikah?
Cheating goes under fuckboy behavior as well. I don't give a fuck. So you are retired. So yeah. Because you're being dishonest and misleading. Maybe not to who you're cheating with, but who you're with. So yes.
A man cheating isn't doing anything but cheating himself. So don't hurt the woman that's at home.
Trying to be out here and be Socrates.
Fuck out of here, Ayala. Get Ayala shit somewhere to fuck
try to be fucking Socrates, a man. Some brother was a Shaquille Sunflower shit.
No.
Listen, when you cheat, you cheat yourself, my brother.
You stick your koofy off.
I'm gonna give you a bean pie. Were you about to say something, Kenny?
You threw me.
Are you just happy that you're a happily married man and you are not in these streets no more?
So, I mean, based off of the things that I hear from folks, I think it's hard because one, all right, so a cat like Brian, right? Probably don't have to work hard. So, but I feel like if he found somebody that he was interested in, he would be very intentional with what he was trying to do. There are a lot of people that don't.
As he nods.
That they don't have to work hard, but they're not going to put in, like you said, no effort in here. But I also feel as if, not saying you and Sheikah, but people that may be like you.
It's okay. You can tag me, best friend.
Like, I feel like you cut your opportunities either by being too not needy is not the word, but like too demanding of like a stature or a presence, or you just really don't know what you want. Like, you know that you want a relationship, but you're not willing to like tie yourself down to somebody or like fully give yourself into somebody. So it's like you guys are playing the same game at the same time. Except for the dude, he's like, all right, well, you giving me this leeway. I don't need to do anything. Like, I'm cool out here. I'm not being held to a standard. So it's like if you kind of let the things go, I feel like that's, I don't know, it's like a recipe for disaster.
Okay, so at any point can a woman flip the script, right? So like if you're in this situation and you've been letting some shit slide, at any point can you decide, fuck, I want to redeem this and change course and demand things of him that I did not before? Or is it kind of a lost cause once you've already allowed it?
You can try.
You can try it. You can try. What they say, get rich or die trying. At the end of the day, you could try whatever you want, but we all know that at the end of the day, people become who they are as time go on, especially in relationships. So it's hard to get people to change. So the thing is, you want the person to be who they are, and you don't want to feel like you're changing somebody. But at the end of the day, if you allowing certain shit to go on, when you come back and try to change that behavior, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is who I am, and this is what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to change that. So at the end of the day, you might as well chalk your losses up and leave, because that man is not going to change, especially when there's certain things that you know that you should have never let slide. And I just say at the end of the day, when you're looking for somebody, right, you have to have non-negotiables. So one of the things my therapist had me do, write down the things that I want in a person and things that I cannot stand in a person. So when you have
what's
that
one
list,
of your non-negotiables?
I think it's like a woman who's an alcoholic. Like that shit is so fucking and smoke. Like I hate women that smoke weed and smoke cigars and drink all
light
fucking
one
day.
Light one up for the room.
As everyone on here is like, puff.
No, I'm serious. For me, it's just like I smoke and I drink, but having a woman who's like into all of that, like it's a little bit a tad like annoying to me. But that's just me. Some niggas like to light up with their girl and get fucked up and smoke and drink and get drunk and shit. To me, it's unattractive. So it's like something that I don't like. So it's on my like list. If I'm out with you and we having a couple drinks and you throwing them back like a nigga, I'm a little turned off. Like I'm just like, whoa, like this bitch
So
like a dude.
if you're on here in the chat, can y'all put in some of y'all non-negotiables? Sheikah, what's one of yours?
Oh yeah, my main one. Real quick, while she thinking, my main one was women who aren't affectionate, like women who lack the ability to be affectionate. That shit is the worst.
Okay, Sheikah.
Non-negotiable for me is for like someone who isn't good at communicating. I can't. Tried, been there, got the fucking t-shirt, can't do it, cannot be your therapist, cannot, you know what I mean? Like I need you to be healing yourself because I cannot take on the task of doing that for you or trying to ignite that fire for you to do it. I can be there too as a support, but like that, and if you can't speak, you cannot have transparent conversation, it's a no for me.
Okay, in the chat, somebody said horrible dental hygiene. I'm with you. You know how many men I have seen who have those caked up tongues? Oh, disgusting. Get a tongue scraper. And someone else said unemployed men. It seems to be the real bare minimum, but ATL has traumatized me. Like homeboy on the profile that I read earlier, I do feel like a lot of men, yeah, like what are these fake jobs? Like I need some benefits or some shit, my nigga.
Who said texting like a teenager? What does that mean?
Oh my goodness, because I feel like men can't communicate.
Through
so it's always
yeah,
like it's always a text. Like get the fuck on the phone, my nigga. Maybe that's not what the person meant. They can elaborate. But I do feel like the text,
or they put numbers in their words.
Yeah, or it's no punctuation. I'm with you on the numbers. Yes, Andrea said you are.
Yeah, because the yours going to fuck them up. Which one to use? So they have to make it safe. That's probably what it is.
Okay.
Brian had this status the other day, and we were chatting about this. Because it was old and I laughed at it because it came up. I be on Facebook literally these days for two thumb swipes and then I'd be like, I'm out of here. I hate this place.
Right,
and we were
talking too.
Like I hate it so much. But it was this one status that Brian put up. And again, somebody said earlier, I hate when I agree with Brian. This is one of those moments where I was like, fuck. I just had to laugh at it because I agreed. Women who make good money think they're the only women who make good money. It's a lot of y'all, sweetheart. And don't let a man choose a woman who don't have a degree or make a lot of money. They be hurt. Laughing emojis. And I laugh at this because I've had this conversation with KG. I'm sure with Brian at some point. I'm sure with Sheikah. That I do feel like women lead with the resume when dating. And
yes, they do. They do.
And Kenny has told me, I'm not somebody who does that because I just don't like people to know where I work. But Kenny has told all the time, like, I don't give a fuck if you're an attorney. Like, are you kind?
Right. Because naturally, like it goes back to this Kevin Samuels thought process that men don't give a fuck about your income and where you work. Do you look good? Do you turn me on? All of that other shit. We are naturally physical first. You know, are we physically attracted to you? Did I look at you and see something about you that turned me on? I can't fuck your job. Your job's not gonna make my dick hard.
And most people don't even want to talk about it. So at the end of the day, like
yeah, like the fuck. So I don't care about how much money you make, and then now you compare yourself to the bitch who ain't got no degree, and that bitch is a medical assistant, but she makes me fucking happy. And the bitch can put a dress on and some heels, and when we go out, we have a great fucking time. And guess what, bitch? She gets wetter than you, so your fucking degree can't help you right now. So the whole point is,
so these degrees don't get your pussy wet.
I nut all on them degrees. Fuck them degrees. But the whole point is, men do want a woman who is smart, intelligent, who has things going for her. But that's not our first thing. Like, that's icing on the cake. Like, all of those things are like extras. Yo, not only is she nice and she cool, men like women who remind them of their mother. Like, good bedside manner, helpful, loving, caring, nurturing, shit like that. So it's like the other shit where you like, I went to this school and I went Ivy League. I don't give a fuck. Like, just eat your wings, bitch. Like, stop cutting the wings and just grab the wings and eat your fucking wings. Like, you're not impressing me by being all fucking fake bougie.
All right,
like,
Sheikah has a question.
Go ahead,
that go
Sheikah.
for niggas with bad mothers too? Because that needs also,
yeah, they probably like toxic bitches like their mother.
Okay. And secondly, I just need to say that I feel like for every scenario, I've come across the nigga doing the same thing. And if I make generally about the same amount of money as you do, your job and shit, yeah, it's cool, but like, are you kind? So I feel like it can go both ways.
It definitely does.
People, and it should. It's always seemed like one side, like, oh, women do this, like niggas do that shit too, niggas do this, women do that shit too. But it's like, what really matters? I think there's confusion. I think there's not alignment on what really should matter. And people are just bringing what they feel like is the best. Like, I don't like to talk to people about my job like niggas. No, I barely talk to my friends
Me
about
either. And I don't give a fuck.
But when men are leading with like their job and their resume and stuff like that, it's a sign of insecurity or them being uncomfortable. So it's like some men really don't even have great communication skills to be able to spark a conversation, keep you attracted, keep you interested. That's why they can't pick the phone up.
We do have to be honest here too. And I'm gonna let Kenny jump in after me. But like, we gotta be honest, because for some women to know a nigga got money is a turn on. Like, so for me, it's like, as long as you getting it legally, I don't care if you were running a recycling center, right? Like, but you make good money, okay. Like, I don't give a fuck what the job is.
But here's the thing. So like,
we make decent.
But then when they get to the bottom of it, you find out the nigga really ain't had no money.
Yeah,
like that's the thing. Like people who look like they got money really don't have money.
Now I'm not out here, so I don't know. But like, how quickly is the topic of how much somebody is making coming up?
See, I feel like it's not even coming up. It's more like a roundabout way. So if I meet a chick and I'm like, hey, I'm a pharmaceutical sales rep, and then
I know that nigga got money.
They think like, oh, he got money. Like I've been a pharmaceutical sales. Like I'm a sales consultant. I sell opioids. I do this, da da da. Right then and there, chick is like, oh wow, oh you smart. Oh, you got a good job. Oh yeah, like like I drive a Subaru. Rob you for some pills. Like we're not allowed to sample, but I drive a Subaru because it's a free car. And chick's like, oh, like you get a free car? Like, yeah, I don't pay for gas or nothing. Like I get a free car with my job. Oh wow, you got a company car? Like they adding shit up in their head. Like, yeah, I don't like this date is gas money to me. Like I don't pay gas money, so I don't give a fuck about this $100 that we spent if you made it that far. Cause you know me, I ain't even trying to go out and spend the money like that.
Snowball the coffee.
Yeah, you gotta work your way up. because I know at the end of the day, if I say I got a business and I got a certain profile on Instagram, you're looking to think that like, oh, he might have money. I want you to know early on, like, I don't have money, and the little bit of money that I got, you're not going to get it. But if I really like you, like, yeah, I'm a spread it, but I'm not going to leave with my money because I got too much personality and too much other shit that I could lead with. That's going to make you love me before I even spend $1.
I will agree with something that you just said there, that if you have personality, you don't have to lead with it. If you find, you don't have to lead with it. Like, it's certain things you don't, but for most women, I can't think of too many women out here who would not be interested in knowing that you at least have some solid income coming in here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they definitely know. I'm saying they know and they looking and they see. But at the end of the day, like, that's the real, like, kicker is that, like, you don't have to lead with that when you got other shit. So, like, when you a nigga who can pick the phone up and make that phone call and, like, have her on the phone for 30 minutes after she was blowing her breath, like, why is he calling? It could have been a text. And then you really, like, got her laying on the top of the dryer with her feet on the wall and folding clothes backwards. That's when you know, like, you really that nigga because you can talk your way into anything. And
why
a lot
she
of niggas
folding
don't
clothes backwards? What's happening?
You never seen the meme? You never seen the meme that say when the conversation's so good and like a nigga got the vacuum on the wall.
Okay. I had to process.
Like,
I was like,
like you laying there with the phone and you smiling and you don't even realize like you on top of the granite countertop.
4 hours.
You on top of the granite countertops, like cutting up the same cucumber. Like, yes, you so funny. Oh my god, look.
No, Sheikah is killing me with her facial expressions. I'm sorry.
Yo, Sheikah high right now. Sheikah high right now. She don't even know what's going on.
Being high, I know exactly what's going on. I'm just tired of niggas. It ain't nothing personal, boo.
Yo, you should try women.
Niggas rhetoric and all of that shit.
So here's the thing.
You should try women though.
A lot of women are trying.
You should try women. They do, and I'm happy when they do. Like,
mind your business.
Go play in the lady pool for a while.
I have. Mind your business.
How'd you like it?
It was fun.
Can you give me some tips? Never mind.
Shut up.
Fucking fight him.
No, but and that's the thing. Like, it's you know, I'm really not trying right now because I'm exhausted. You know, I get it. Like, women, man, we all fucked up. We can all do better. I know I try my best. I am being totally myself. I'm just tired of like the ride and the roller coaster. Like I said, dating apps.
So like what is it? Like, what is it that's draining you? Like, so like for me looking on that, you know, when I was out looking at it, I'm like, okay, I feel like there are a lot of good dudes out here. But then I hear from some, well, most, that it's like, all right, well, I'm fuck this shit. I'm gone. I don't want to do it no more. I'm done. So like, I guess I don't know what it is. Is that all the good dudes is like, all right, I got too many going on out here. I'm not settling down.
I do think for me,
I passed on a lot because of that reason, KG. Like, when you got a good little stable and everything's going good, sometimes you don't even want to add nothing new.
Add nothing to it.
Because it's like everybody's playing their role. Shit's going great. Nobody pH getting fucked up. Like, shit is great. Like, you just don't want to fuck the shit up. Like, you don't want to.
Because you fucking these bitches without condoms. So that's why he's talking about pH. All right, I'm going to say it.
Why else pH got in here? I don't know how
That's the only reason pH comes into play when we raw dogging my nigga.
Nah, because like,
you cannot tell vagina.
Go ahead, stutter.
You know why? We hold the vagina.
I wanted to answer Rachel's question. She said stable. And I was going to say, like, it's like a little collection of horses. Like, it's like a little stable. So
you
it's
really
like, dude,
stable.
You don't meet a dude. Like, this is what I was telling somebody. Somebody said, it was like a Justin LeBoy post today. People was like, yeah, I don't know why niggas just don't tell us up front that they dating other people. No, motherfucker, assume it. When you met me at fucking Wegmans, did you think I not had no fucking body? Like, do you think like you met me and I had nothing? No nigga is out here not fucking anything. If he is, he's a serial killer. Fucking run. Everybody got a bitch that they can call. Every nigga got a bitch that they can call at 1 a.m. and say, you up? And she say, huh? And you say, open that motherfucking door. And she open it. Every nigga.
I mean,
because that's just how it go. And so you got your chicks you see during the day. You got your chicks you see late at night. That's your fucking stable. But
see,
don't
this
think
is the difference. This is the difference. I feel like most single men have a real deal lineup. I feel like most single women
don't
barely got 1.5. Like the numbers don't line up the same.
It's not.
They don't, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to conduct yourself as a woman. If you fucking 4 niggas, I'm really questioning who you are.
Okay, stop that.
No, that's fucking real.
No.
You can say stop that all you want.
Would you know?
You can say stop that all you want. If you let 4 niggas fuck you at one time, that says a lot about who you are. I don't give a fuck.
But what if it's okay? You fucked okay. I fucked one nigga last month.
KG,
I fucked one nigga. No. I fucked one nigga last month, but now my birthday coming up, so I lined up some different dick for my birthday. But I got different dick lined up because none of these niggas is coming with me in January. Right?
No, but I think dudes, when they say a stable, they may be thinking like, all right, something that I can knock in the morning and in the evening. Spread it open. When y'all think of it, it's like, okay, somebody at the beginning of January, somebody in mid-February. You know what I mean? So
I'm not fucking 4 niggas in the same day, but
that's my point. So my point is, it's not ladylike for women to be dating a whole bunch of niggas and fucking them at the same time.
What does that mean?
What the fuck you think it means? I don't know what. Listen.
Why do you have that?
Listen, because this is you want the real shit, and I'm giving you the real shit.
No.
A nigga looking at you like a straight fucking hoe if he feel like you fucking 3-4 niggas.
And this is
nigga ain't wifing no girl who basically I fuck these 3 niggas.
Bring it down a notch. I'm just saying this is half of our problem here. Because it's very kiddo. I'm not
That's the world we live in. This is a man's world.
Let me speak, because this is the shit that happens, and these are the conversations they had. It doesn't make you less ladylike. Maybe that's what you don't want, and that is fucking fine. However, you fucking 4 bitches is okay, and if somebody say, "Oh, that's not relationship quality," or "That's not the type of nigga I want," you have a problem with it. So all I'm saying is cut that shit and just say that's not what you want. You don't get to tell bitches they're not ladies because they're fucking 4 niggas. You don't get to say that.
And I'm sorry, Sheikah. I wasn't laughing at you. I laughed at somebody in the comment.
Girl,
somebody in the comment said, "Hey Siri, define misogynistic."
It's right there.
Hey, you can call it what the fuck you want, but when your pussy being handed out like Happy Meals, don't get mad when niggas don't want to fuck with you. The whole point is we live in a society where women should conduct themselves in a certain way if they want to be treated a certain way. If you want to be a set out, listen, no, real talk. If you want to be a set out, be a set out. You want niggas to look at you like, oh, that's community pussy, and everybody fucking her. That's the problem. The difference is we live in a society where men.
How do you fucking know?
Listen.
You wouldn't.
We know because niggas talk. We know because
know, Kenny, and that's the point.
That's what I'm about to say, Sequoia.
No,
I think, Ryan, nobody is discounting what you're saying as invalid. Yes, women know that when men see women who are sexually open and free, they label them one way. What Sheikah is trying to say is, and people in the comments, that it is not fair that men don't get labeled community dick, but women get labeled hoes because we doing the same thing.
It's men that get labeled community dick.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Listen, the whole point is, y'all like niggas who fucked a lot of women, who know what they doing, who got a certain swagger and throw that dick around real good.
And y'all do too. Y'all want the hoe. Y'all want the freak to slut them out, to turn around, spin on your dick. But then you want to marry the person.
We do, but just hoping that she ain't did it to everybody that just fucking try to holler. You fucking 3-4 niggas. I kind of got that idea. If you fucking 3-4 niggas and you in my stable and you're not available when I need you to be available.
And that's why every woman you ask fucking lies. If you ever ask a woman her number, she's gonna say 3.
I never asked. I'm a real nigga. A real man ain't never asking no woman how many niggas she fucked.
They do.
It don't matter. No, niggas don't do that. That's weak as shit. Niggas don't do that.
They do.
Nigga ain't. I've seen men do it. Like we've been like,
I've
chilling with women, and they're like, yeah, but it's like you're not even gonna get a real answer. That's just dumb. Like I don't even know one woman to ask me how many people 40? I've been with.
You know, like I haven't talked to somebody under 40 in a long time, and I have been asked. Yes.
Who's still counting? Like, who's keeping count?
Yeah, that's the.
I mean, honestly,
obviously you should keep count if you don't want to be a hoe.
Touche.
So, as a man, I know how many women I slept with. I don't even know how many tattoos I have. I don't fucking know how many people I slept with.
But she was just saying to the inverse that
she's a hoe, so maybe the hoes keep count. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like make it make sense. I'm tired.
I'm just saying, like, certain whole behavior just stand out, and y'all think that sometimes we don't see it, but we know whole behavior when we see
from
it.
your circle of perspective, and maybe you know a lot of bitches who are hoes, but again, that's if y'all know. A nigga would never know if I'm fucking 3 niggas or not. He won't know.
Shit. I know.
How would he know?
I know.
Because maybe you
know
people in a set of a circle, and that's why.
Because I can tell by your availability when I want to fuck. If you fucking other niggas, you ain't picking up the phone certain times of the night, or you busy on certain weekends and nights, bitch, you fucking another nigga. I'm not fucking stupid. That's cool.
Yo,
have at it.
Everybody's facing.
It sounds like
hold on. Nah, I'm curious. You know, like I said, I've been out the game for a while, so I don't understand. So
KG, let me break it down to you.
Yeah, no.
Let him ask his question.
Let Kenny ask his question.
So is 2 a lot of niggas, or what's the cutoff? Because I feel like 2 is like reasonable. You're trying to figure out like what's going on with you. Like I don't think you're saying like I don't know. I'm trying to understand. Like are you saying?
Listen. I'm the type where at the end of the day, if I'm fucking with a chick, I'm fucking with her. She free to do what she want to do, but if I get the sense that there's like other niggas around and she fucking with other niggas, I don't want to deal with her. Because I like my bitches to just like me.
Up out there, Kenny.
Yeah, I like my bitches to just like me. And I tell them, you single, you free to do what you want. And I'm also free to stop talking to you when I don't like how you moving. You moving funny and I don't like it. You posting shit.
As
in your
everyone
story
shakes their head. Go ahead and shake your head at him.
Hey,
Asmin's laughing.
When you got when you got the pick of the litter as men, we got the right to cut them off and pick up another one of you tomorrow.
I love how
you
see bitches as animals. Like, just keep it coming.
I mean, they miss one, next 15 one coming.
Period. Okay.
And the sad thing about this,
how many women do y'all know that's single?
Let her talk. Shit.
But Brian, for real, the sad thing about it is true. Like, I hate to agree with you saying that, but it's true though. Like,
it is.
Nobody's saying you're not telling the truth. Like, you're telling the truth, and it really.
But it shouldn't be.
It's just like the scales are tipped so far in men's favor right now. It's just not even funny. Like, and I don't feel like it was.
You don't have to deal with it.
Deal with what?
Like, if you don't like the way she moving, let her go. Like, you ain't even gotta get in your feelings. You ain't gotta cuss her out. You just be like, I'm gone. You just stop dealing with her.
Still talking about himself and men. That wasn't the point you made, but I got it.
It wasn't. But Kenny, you were about to say something.
Fuck you, Sheikah.
Fuck you back.
Y'all are always like this, and I love y'all to death. Go ahead, Kenny.
So for me, like the way I see it is like that. I feel like that's why the numbers are so balanced. Because like, say if a dude can have like 6, but then most dudes are expecting each lady just to have 1. Like, I feel like the numbers are never going to balance themselves out where we get to a point where you all are going to be able to find partners.
You can't.
Yeah.
And I do. Everything Brian is saying is true. I operate when I meet a guy. I have no expectation that I'm the only person he's talking to.
Yeah.
I'm not naive. I don't believe that. Right. So I go within it like, okay. But that meme, it was a TikTok going around where the girl was like, when you made it to his top 5.
Right.
I feel like it's 2 niggas I'm in their top 5 right now. And that is like to say that out loud, like it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, Adrian, like,
I mean,
girl.
It depends on how much you want to play the game. Like, if I'm out here and I want to like hang out with somebody or whatever, I don't come up with false expectations. I don't make shit out bigger to what it is. I'm very real with myself. I'm very real with these niggas. However, I just know from being in this space how difficult it is to actually connect, move forward into relationship. It's just not that easy.
Now, Sheikah, just out of curiosity, I know with Adrian, you know, what my personal feelings are. Are you dating intentionally to find a relationship, or are you dating just?
I was, and then I wasn't. So like sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. It depends. I did for a while, and you know, it yielded results, but it also ended. So it's like, okay, I get the purpose in it, but I'm not always in that space that that's what I want because of I feel like we end up going through way more men to get to like one that you might, connect with and want to date consistently. And men can get to that quicker and have a bigger option of that. So if I'm not in the mood for that and like say I want to be casual, then no, I'm not dating with attention. But
do you think you're being too critical? Like,
oh no.
Or no, okay.
The bar is literally in hell. So
yeah, it's in hell at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm very open. I'm super understanding. Like I hear that from a lot of it's not a lot of shit that's going to shock me or throw me off or scare me. But men do have issues with being honest. And if you can't be honest, then it's like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know what I mean?
Okay, because so with that, like if you want honesty, like do you want blunt honesty?
Yes.
Like what Brian would give you?
Yes, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm not the type that
because most people don't want that type. A lot of people don't want that type of honesty.
And to your point, Kenny, a lot of men don't believe it when you say that, as you can attest to one of my situations. Like, right, like you tell a man, like, just tell me, and they don't believe you because of whatever, and then y'all both sitting here looking dumb, or one angry and one looking dumb. So it is what it is. I do want to take this time. I did put in the chat, if anybody listening on Patreon, if you would like to ask us a question, just drop your name in the chat. I'm gonna take you off mute and we can go from there. But Brian, like, you're right. It's just right now, the ball is in the men's court right now.
Hey,
so all y'all folk who are married, make it work.
Yeah, but that's and that's the thing. Like even men out here dealing with fuck shit. Like it's not like just that the women that we have. Like the reason why a man will have a stable is because he got to build a bear. Like you got to put everything together just to have one decent woman. So you might have 4 women. Like when I was in therapy, and my therapist like, you got all of these women because none of them really what you want. Like you don't have them because you like any of them particularly. You like and tolerate them for certain things, but you don't have one. Once you meet one woman you really like that has everything you want, you're done with that shit. So it's like in the process of going through all of that, you deal with it because at the end of the day, like this one not what you want, or that one not what you want, or that one not what you want. So they all got like something that is nice that they bring to the table, and then you just, whatever. But you can tell them all up front, I don't want nothing with you. And they cool with it.
Agreed. Someone's in the chat, I'd rather know the truth so I can make an informed decision to fuck with a nigga. And
you would know up front. I would tell you. You would be there.
Well, we appreciate you for your honesty.
Because I don't know most people that would. Some may, but that would actually like go home and be like, "Damn, that made me feel good because he told me that shit." That like
it's not that KG. It's a little different. So like in the beginning, sometimes it never come back up again. Like you might meet a chick and be like, "Look, I don't really want anything. I'm chilling. I'm out here just living my life. Yeah, I date people. I hang out with a few people here and there." And you leave it at that. As they start to get to know you, somewhere in their warped mind, they start thinking, he really liked me because he talked to me all the time. Or he sees me a couple times a week. Now they thinking, I didn't think you talked to anybody else anymore. That's how it goes. They don't never come back and ask, is there anybody else or anything like that? They just start assuming shit based off of what they want the narrative to be in their head. Once I had a conversation with you, I'm not going to keep bringing it up. I'm not going to keep reminding you that there's other people. But if they say some shit like, oh, yeah, I thought I seen your car somewhere, like, it's a possibility, but that's not where I was at. But if you did walk in somewhere and you see me eating with somebody, speak and keep it moving. Like, don't do nothing dumb. But every now and again it come up where you kind of got like slightly, like, it's almost like you got like hurt their feelings just a little bit.
So let me say this. If a woman would be like, I just want to like, all right, y'all been fooling for like 3 or 4 months. And then she just checked in like, hey, we've been spending more time. We've been fucking. We've been doing all this stuff. I like you. At that time, would you be honest with her or would you skirt the truth? Okay. As long as
Boonie, you actually seen a situation that I had And chick was straight like, really? There's other people? Like, come on, man. Like, let's not do this. Like, come on, man. Like, you live in another city. I see you every other week, maybe. And if I see you twice a month, if you really think I'm gonna survive off of fucking you twice a month and talking to you maybe an hour a day, maybe an hour, some days not at all, just a little good morning text, have a great day. Like, you got me fucked up. So when I hit you with the, hey, yeah, I'm not going to be available next week because I'm going to be in Cabo. And it's like, well, how you going to Cabo with another woman? Like, because we going to Cabo. That's what the fuck we doing. like, I'll be back. And when I get back, I holler at you. Like, that's just what it is. Like,
so, okay, here's the thing. I won't take beef with you if you're telling me you being honest.
Yeah, that's what I do. And then they get mad and then they be like in their feelings and they start like trying to put restrictions on what you're going to do. And you just be like, nah, I don't even want to fuck with you no more.
That is hilarious.
But I know a lot of guys who don't give the whole story. They give the fake shit. The fake shit be, I got a girl, we live together, but we not happy, and I sleep downstairs, and if it wasn't for my kids, I would leave. And you see, I'm never there because I'm always out. And, I'm just open to whatever, and I just can't leave for my kids. And women buy into that shit. Like, you buying into the whole idea that
they don't have to be married. They can be very much single and just fucking with somebody else. Prime example. I won't say what we call him, but I was coming back from New York and I hadn't spoke to this guy in a little while. He doesn't live here, whatever. And out of nowhere, he was like, he sent me like, first of all, like a nut video, which I was like, thank you. But also he was like, I can't believe
Kenny's like, I'm never getting single.
But he was like, you're not fucking on nobody else. And I was like, I mean, I'm not fucking anybody currently. No. And I was like, are you? And he was like, well, I'm a man. I was like, well, you asked me because you are. And I don't have a problem with that, my nigga. I don't see you that often, but do not come accusatory, because had I said what I said, he probably would have, if I would have said yes, he probably would have flipped it, because he wasn't trying to be forthcoming and be honest. He was trying to fish to be in my business and just didn't expect to be asked back. And that's typically how they're out here. I'm like, I understand. I get it, my brother, do your thing. But also, your feelings will be hurt if I am too. And that's
where the fuck up is. Yes.
It's not fair. What are we doing here?
Like, you can't put us on ice while in Brian's horrific terms have a stable of bitches, right? And so it's like, you can't. And so that's what Kenny's point, where you're saying if men have a stable of women that they each, and not saying Brian is doing this, but if they each are trying to say
I'm done
you're
with
on ice, then the women can't move on.
I don't deal with none of that no more. I'm not living that life.
Well, that is wonderful. One less fuck nigga.
That sound like that. That sound very present tense, but go off. He sounded like he was living through it, didn't he? But go on.
No, because at the end of the day, like,
listen,
I mean, for real shit. Like, I had my run. I had a great fucking run, and I can give like niggas $50 million worth of game for free because I did it. And when you did this shit hard, it's easy for you to be a nigga to be in a relationship or to pursue somebody that you really like because you done everything. There's nothing that I haven't done. Like, I really did the shit. So it's like when you really did it, you're not at home missing anything. You're not like missing being in a party or being in a club or being around bitches wanting you because you did it. So it's like when it all boils down, at the end of the day, you love who you are. You don't need the love from the fans no more when you retire. You can walk away from the game. Some players can't walk away from the game because they miss the fans screaming. Like, you got to be comfortable with who you are and love yourself.
I
love me some me.
Yeah, we can tell, because this whole episode, you was giving nothing but love to you. If anybody's gonna big you up, you are.
And it's funny because you aren't even the Leo. You're the Virgo. Kenny's the Leo.
Yo, he must have Leo somewhere in his chart, because one thing about him, he's gonna big himself up.
All right, before we wrap up, I'm gonna
Jesus.
I want some of our audience members. I want some of our audience members to participate here. So I'm going to do a few like who's most likely questions, and y'all can come off of mute or you can put in the chat of who's most likely to out of me, KG, Sheikah, or Brian.
Most likely to do what?
I'm gonna say it. It's gonna be like a couple questions.
Oh, okay.
I ain't say it yet. And all the answers can't be Brian.
Right.
Yo, y'all don't fucking know me, yo.
Zero.
Y'all don't really know. Y'all don't know the real me. Fuck that.
Who's most likely
Fuck you,
to?
Sheikah.
He's fine, the real him.
I hate y'all. Who's most likely to scream or moan the loudest during sex? Y'all can come off mute. Ooh, it's a lot of votes for Sheikah.
I can see that.
Andrea, why'd you say Sheikah? I'm unmuting you.
I don't know. She's just very vocal, so I just imagine it would carry over into the bedroom.
I would definitely agree there. Okay. Who's most likely to experiment with the weirdest sexual positions?
Sheikah, she the shortest.
we see a Brian, a Boonie. Ooh.
All y'all freaks, so might as well just say all
That's
of the
freak. All right, I'm taking Rachel off mute. Why me, Rachel?
You a nasty bitch.
There you go. All right.
And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. But yeah.
Look, the ratchet in me honors the ratchet in you.
Namaste.
Okay. Who's most likely to have sex on their parents' matrimonial bed?
Don't put my name in that chat. Oh my God.
Damn.
All right, Samaya, I'm taking you off mute. Why did you say Brian? Everyone said Brian for the record.
I honestly said it because you said don't put my name in.
Does it say what?
Because
you said don't say you, so.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's crazy. I have fucked on my parents' bed before though.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we all have. Y'all never fucked in y'all parents' bed?
Absolutely not.
Mama Ratchet
Really?
is on here. I can firmly attest that I have never.
Never.
Look, everybody's like never, not once. Okay, we'll do like two more. Who is most likely to get caught watching porn?
Why he got that?
Damn.
Damn, Kenny. KG. It's the glasses, yo.
Kirsten, I'm taking you off mute. Why did you say?
I don't have a stable.
I don't know if it's not like you can unmute yourself.
You hear me?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just something about his personality that just
looks like a porn addict.
I don't like porn addict. No, I wouldn't say that. Just
my innocence. That's what I'm saying.
She just can picture you beating off like your glasses, like getting thrown to the side. Like, this is my scene right here.
I thought it was he got a lot of motherfuckers in his house. And
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I was like, I could see him on the sneak attempt and somebody walk in. Okay. Last one. Who is most likely to have sex multiple times in a day?
The stable people.
The stable.
Brian and his stable mates.
How he be sleeping? He be going to bed now.
Brian and his stable mates.
When I was out there,
all of y'all.
When I was out there, I could hit 3 in the day.
Whew, that's a lot of nut.
Not really. If you
it's
start
not,
early and finish late.
I fuck the same person 6 times in a day, but like never 6 different people in a day.
I mean, if you start, so like if you get like a little nooner in, right, and then you get one around like 6 or 7 p.m. and then you finish up the night at like 1 a.m. at somebody else's house, like that's 3 different people. Like it's not hard to do when you got a stable and it's the weekend, you don't have the kids, and that's when like everybody's like looking for you, because like when bitches know you got 50-50 custody and you got 3 kids, your time be a little limited. So it's like that weekend, they know your weekend. They know when that dick is available. That dick is available. And they be like,
I'm about to mute his microphone.
Listen, okay, because why does he go on a fucking Brian campaign every time?
Oh, but I'm serious. No, because I can only give you. No, I can only give you the real. I can only give you the real shit. And Sequoia agreed. She was like, weekends marked off like paydays. Yo, if you fucking with a nigga, you know when he don't got them fucking kids.
That's you know. Funny shit. Yeah, that's why I don't deal with niggas with children. All right. So I just want to wrap this up because y'all know I don't like these long ass episodes. I don't know how these motherfuckers be listening to 3-hour podcast episodes. Okay. But I just want to say thank you publicly to Sheikah, KG, and Brian. Y'all have been rocking with me since episode like 1, literally episode 2. Sheikah, I think Kenny was in there like episode 6 or 7. Y'all have been here since the beginning. Whenever I ask y'all to open a live show, be on a live show, record a podcast, y'all be there rocking with me. So I love y'all. Thank y'all. And shout out to Ratcheteer Gang for being here for this recording. This was fun.
Yeah. We love you too, Boonie. Thanks for giving me a platform to promote myself.
You know what? I should charge you a fee for how much pussy you probably get off this shit.
That was my last.
The thing is,
what's your count from the podcast?
Legit.
I honestly don't know. It's a lot of podcast pussy I turned down just because I just didn't really like what was being sent my way. But they definitely shot their shot. They came in diving. They came in the DM.
They
diving.
Still do.
Oh, now I'm talking about what he turned down, but not what he took.
So read between the lines, okay?
But hey, Sheikah, just know that I turned more pussy down in my life than I've had.
I don't care.
The whole point. I'm just letting you know. That there's some. Listen, if I didn't have selectivity, I'd have been fucked you. But I actually have.
We're not going to do that because I know who you did fuck, and we going to go there.
Okay, the Boonie Breakdown.
It's time to go.
What that got to do? What that got to do with you?
You were all
eyewitnesses. What does it have to do with me? Because you act like there's a big difference. Like, nigga, relax. Don't talk to me crazy. Period.
Uh-oh. Well, this has been so real, guys.
They go Andrea again. Andrea, her secrets and shit. I gotta get the fuck on this. Listen.
Look, don't do it.
Oh man,
a lot of people don't even know your secrets, buddy.
All of that shit was tied into one situation with Boonie and those shots and all of that other stuff. And you know, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shoes.
Thank you. Look, thank y'all so much. It's been real.
And
Bye.
we've lost one.
I hate all y'all. Bye.
Guys, this is real laughter because I was just listening to this. Oh my God. I want to thank again publicly, officially on the record, the homies KG, the homie Sheikah, and our problematic fave Brian, for always holding me down for this ridiculously funny, hilarious, informative, ratchet, spicy, all the adjectives episode. I want to thank all of you, each and every single fucking listener who's ever, if you listen to 2 minutes of this podcast or if you listen to 2,000 minutes of this podcast, thank you so, so much. I could not have gotten to episode 200 without fucking listeners. And it has been amazing to me to watch our listenership grow from our very first episode. I put it out there and we had 60 listens that first week to now these episodes get thousands of listens. And so just thank you guys so much. Keep sharing the episode with everyone that you know, just not the episode, but the podcast. I really am not bullshitting you guys and making this up when I say I'm appreciative. I never thought that 5 years later, 10 seasons later, I would still be doing this, 200 episodes later. And so as long as you will have me, as long as you will have my friends, as long as you will buy a live show ticket, as long as you will support the Patreon, I will keep doing this. And hopefully it stays relevant and cool and most importantly, fun for me to do. All right. And so that is it for episode 200 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. And if you enjoyed this one, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or any app that you listen to your favorites on. Don't forget to leave a review too if you feel inclined. You might just hear your review on the next episode. Follow us on all social media. Share the episode with those you love, those you don't love, those you fucking hate. I don't make these pretty images for nothing, okay? Have a dope ass week. Please stay healthy, safe, and sane. Wear your masks. Wear your mask. It's very important to wear your mask. I want to also wish everyone who is celebrating this weekend Merry Christmas. Thank you for listening. And remember, the ratchet in me always honors the motherfucking ratchet in you. Namaste. Until next time, and the next 200 episodes.